Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick! What did I scream for? Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. It's time for another build, and this time we're building in something brand new that we haven't built in yet, and it's a case that Thermaltake is actually showing off at CES, although we're not at CES. It's their brand new H550. We've got the silver version. I think it comes in a few other variants as well, but yeah, we're gonna do a nice mid-range to kind of budget spec gaming PC build in this, and yeah, let's do a build. I'm excited. First build for 2020. Let's go. I didn't mean to scream at you guys, I'm really sorry, but yeah, I'm just excited for the first build of 2020. But as usual, listen up. These builds aren't like permanent systems, they're just showcase builds to show you what you could possibly do and to inspire you to build beautiful PCs of your own. And when we're done with these PCs, we tear them down, all the parts go back into our inventory. And if we didn't use a certain part, it's usually because we don't have that part. Yeah, don't take it too personally. And yeah, we don't go out and buy parts for these PCs. And speaking of not buying parts for these PCs and CES, which is currently happening right now, yeah, we're also going to be using some new fans that Thermaltake has shown off at CES as well, the new Ring Quad 14. So these are actually 140mm fans. We do have them in the 120mm version, but they're white, so they won't fit this build. So without further ado, what do we do?
Build.
Build?
Build.
All right, how many $2s is it gonna cost ya?
0.
Good answer. Let's do a build. favourite part of the build. You guys ready for the favourite part of the build?
Stop it!
I'll lift. It smells alright, eh? Alright, shh. I need your attitude now, Claire. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh my lord.
You're gonna hurt yourself. That's disgusting. You don't know what it means.
I hope you ladies and gents enjoyed the first build for 2020. That's the year now, right? I almost said 2019, but it's 2020. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, but let's quickly talk about the parts because everyone loves to talk about the parts in their PCs. Now, this is more of a budget-oriented build, although some of the parts are a little bit expensive, like the RGB fans and all that stuff. But yeah, let's just quickly chat about everything. So the motherboard is the ASRock Z390 Phantom Gaming 9. Very nice board, lots of connectivity, and I think it's one of the better Z390 boards out there on the market. The CPU's the Intel i5 9600K. Pretty decent CPU, doesn't run too hot. plays every game pretty decently, and yeah, I think it's a very good CPU if you're wanting to build a gaming PC. Next up is the GPU. Now, people probably won't agree with my choice on the GPU, but I actually went to Discord and asked them what parts to put in this build, and yeah, if you don't like the build, you can blame our Discord community. The GPU is the Gigabyte RX 5500 XT Gaming OC. It's the 8GB version of the card. It's fairly decent. The 5500 XT is not the greatest GPU on the market, but yeah, people wanted to see how it performed, so that's why I decided to use it. As far as storage is concerned, it's a Team Group M.2. We've got a stack of these 512GB M.2s. Very good drives, yeah, and we basically use them for staging all of our build PCs. We've got 16 gigs of Thermaltake Tough RAM at 3600 megahertz. It's becoming one of my favorite kits of RAM. They're actually pretty good for gaming PC builds. What else do we got? We've got a ARGB plus 1000 watt PSU from Thermaltake. They sent that through this time last year, so yeah, we've kept it around. I usually have this one on our test bench setup. All the cables are the sleeves cable extensions from Thermaltake in black and white. These are the brand new Thermaltake Ring Quad fans, the 140mm versions, and the Ring Duos up the front on the Flow DX240 AIO. That's to cool the CPU. What else have we got going on in there? Oh yeah, the case. As if I didn't talk about the case. It's the brand new Thermaltake H550 TG ARGB. That's a mouthful. Now, I really like this ARGB strip on the front. Design-wise, it kind of reminds me of the size of a Fractal Mesh FIC. It's not too long, it's not too short, and surprisingly, the airflow is pretty good. And as you're going to see in the benchmark shortly, it performs a lot better than you'd probably expect. And that being said though, take that with a grain of salt, because these are quite low-end parts, so they don't get too hot. But the thermals are better with everything closed. And yeah, very interesting. Now, the reason for this is quite possibly the front grille down the front here, and the whole other side of the case on the front side is a giant intake, and it's probably, I'm gonna say it's around 30, well, maybe 25 to 30 mil wide. So yeah, it's got a fairly decent intake on the front of the case. That being said, I'm going to stop talking and we're going to check out the benchmarks. So yeah, let's check them out. Yeah, it performs thermally a lot better than I thought it would. I'm actually quite surprised. I ran these tests quite a few times just to make sure, because it didn't make sense at first, but hey, those are the numbers. They just don't lie. Now, if you're interested in any of the parts used in this build, I'm going to put a PC part picker list down in the description so you can go and look how much everything costs and all that jazz. You guys know how this works by now. And if you want any of the music, I make the music, you can join our Patreon, and yeah, on the $5 tier, right? $5 tier and above for music. Yeah, that's it. Cool, we done?
I guess so.
Did I mention everything? If I didn't, just leave a comment down below and I'm sure I'll answer it eventually. If you like this video, please like and subscribe or hit the join button to help support the channel. If you didn't like this video, you know what to do. Tell us how you hated about it. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. You peak, we seek, and I really hope you enjoyed our first build of 2020. And yeah, Thermaltake is showing all of this gear off at CES at the moment, and they thought they would send this case and these fans to us so we didn't have to go to CES. So yeah, thanks for watching.